Hey everybody, One of Weezem here. It's about 3:38 a.m. Thursday, March 20th, 2014. Had some issues. It's dropped frames on these two introductions for Freeze Blade and Trap Shadow. That said, I've moved around a bunch of files. I'm going to see if we can't maybe get something going here. If it has issues here, I'll move more files and probably try a different day after the computer's been off, see if it's a little happier. But what I'm going to do, I'm still torn on how to do these. I've had another idea. Just while I've sat here and gotten cash for the second Frino and Scratch, which it was basically, this is Trap Shadow I'm going to upgrade, but I was essentially thinking I could do base upgrades, for the top and the bottom in one video, and then, just make one called Feral Instincts, which it would only be 2 upgrades. It'd be a really short video, but it'd be like Feral Instincts, 2 upgrades, the top soul gem would be video 1. Video 2 would be Trap Trickster, the 2 upgrades, the soul gem. Video 3 would be the 2 and the soul gem. You get the idea. That's another option here. I guess I'm gonna do this one all out, like the whole shebang here. So it seems to be already dropped a frame. We haven't done anything, but I don't know. I'll hope for the best here. Good thing with the shorter videos, if it dropped frames, I would, it's easier to correct that. I can't really run out of line as bad. But we're gonna come out here. His primary attack is called Clawing Shadow. It's 34 when you pounce, and then 19 to 29 up close. It can sometimes fire off a higher figure, on the initial pounce, if you will. Secondary attack, or yeah, I guess we still call secondary. Primary on the bottom end, Shadow Kick. It's going to do 35 damage. Sometimes I think you can see like a 53 with it, if I'm not mistaken. I guess we'll have to sit here and fire it off until we get it. Then I'll check and make sure we're like not already out of frame or anything. There's the 53. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, 223, 220. It's dropped another second, basically. I don't know. This might dictate what I do, actually. What I'm going to do, though, we're going to hope for the best that this doesn't, get out of line. I'm going to come talk to Gorn.
Hello, Skylander friend. Are you ready to achieve physical perfection to
If
rival
not,
my
we
own?
accidentally clicked you. This is going to be pretty cool. Let's come in here and do the top. First purchased upgrade is called Snap Trap, I'm sorry. This is his tertiary attack, if you will. Press X to throw a magically animated trap, which will snap at enemies and damage them. Keep in mind, this is with 18 wing sapphires here, so the price of 192. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Alright, second purchased upgrade is going to be Sharp Magic. This is going to affect his primary attack. Press Y to rapidly use powerful claw attacks that deal increased damage. That's going to set us back 512. We'll go ahead and pick that up. Again, I'll buy as many as I can that don't overlap. For example, Catch I'm going to wait on just because it would, go against what we're doing here. We're still good on the time. I'm checking that a little bit excessively, but I just don't want the upgrade videos to be screwed up. Intro's not a big deal, but the upgrades, I kind of want to get them as good as I can. Alright, so what did we just buy? We bought Snap Trap. This is going to be interesting. I'm just going to press X out here and see what happens. Okay, that's kind of cool. We might actually have to have an enemy for that thing. Let's see if the... Okay, wow, that's something. Let's see if we can count that now. I counted 11 right there on Snap Trap. Ooh, there's 42 on the pounce now. I didn't mean to do that. Let's try the Snap Trap once again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm getting 11. 14, it looks like 24 might be our critical number. The other thing we bought was called Sharp Magic. That, again, addressed the primary attack. So what I'll do is come over here, check this out. When we pounce from a distance, we're dealing 42. We were doing 19 to 29 up close. Let's see what we do now. Wow, 23s and 42s. So +4 base, essentially 19 to 23, 35 now. So +6 there, you know, over the critical previously. Once again, while we walk over here, I'm going to check 520. Still good, so that's good news. What I really like here, you don't have to listen to Gordon talk every time. We're going to come in here, get his final base upgrade, which is going to be called Catch. You can hold X to aim the snap trap, release to throw it. The cool thing is, it did seem to kind of auto-lock on. The one time we had the sheep, other times it just went straight to the dummy, so that's a big perk. However, say that you've got like some chompies coming right at you, and there's a spell punk off in the distance. I'm not sure what the range will be on this, but let's say it was close enough proximity. You could actually aim this at the spell punk and then just obliterate the chompies, you know, on your way to the spell punk or tougher enemy. So it's going to set us back 640. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Alright, we're at a point now. If you don't know what you want to do here, consult some videos, research things online. Personally, I believe my upgrade videos are going to be the go-to source for those of you wanting the most detailed information you can get when making your decision. It's tough on me right now because I don't have a second trap shadow. I don't know how long it's going to take me to find one. But we've got Feral Instincts, that's going to upgrade our primary attack. And then Trap Trickster is going to take on the tertiary attack. Man, and I could also stagger the video at this point in time. You know what? I really do want Trap Trickster more, just because I feel like the primary is already so good. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do Trap Trickster. We're going to walk on the wild side here. Note, they do give you the warning, which is awesome if you accidentally click. You can only choose one upgrade path for your Skylander. That's why I want a second Trap Shadow. I'm going to select that. So we can aim now. Let's back out. And back out once again. I want to check out the aiming aspect before we explore the others. So, let's see here. I just tossed out right there. Let's see. You can only have one active at a time, it looks like. Let's see what happens if I hold X. Wow, that's pretty good range. I'll aim it for that ram right there. If you hold still. So, I mean, if that was an enemy, they'd be moving. Now I'd attack the ram. But yeah, I mean, this gives you an idea on the range. Pretty impressive. So, that's pretty cool. Definitely something unique there. We'll come over here now, get back in the power pod. Let's check out what we got here. We're going to come in, we're going to pick up Gloom and Boom. Traps will explode after a short time, damaging all enemies within a large area. It's going to set us back 960. Lean over here. Still good. And, okay, so we can't buy that one yet because we want to fully showcase this. We're doing 14 to 24 and we can aim it now. So, let's aim this bad boy right at the dummy. We'll probably hit that ram or the sheep first. 54 on impact, I think. Was that ending in a 21 and a 35? Didn't aim that one. Saw a 21, that's probably going to be our critical number. And then when it blows up, 35, so... let's count and see if that's on number 11. Yeah, and that actually looked like a 50 something, so definitely better than, you know, 13. So, let's come in now. We're gonna pick up Make It Snappy. All traps are now more powerful and do increased damage. Key question is how much more damage, and we're going to find that out. Let's go ahead and grab the soul gem while we're in here. It's going to run $22.40 with our discount. Press Y rapidly to do quick claw attacks. While doing claw attacks, hold Y to unleash a powerful shadowy dash. Let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, he got a bandana too. So for those of you that hate the bandana being on, don't buy that soul gem. I guess I should have seen that in the artwork. I just, was too obsessed with like motion streaks. But that makes sense now. That's why he was wearing that thing. That said, let's check this out. I'm not going to aim this. I'm just going to pitch this trap out there. It was doing 14 to 24. 18. So plus 8, plus 4, plus 3. And then what was the ending numbers there? I didn't quite see them. 45 it looked like on the explosion. And keep in mind, we've still got the 42s and the 23s there, so that's pretty impressive. Now, we were supposed to rapidly tap Y and then release it, I think. Or was it hold it? I'm rapidly tapping it, now I'm just going to hold it. What was that, like a 45? Let's just do it out here, ways away. Holy pounces. Okay, my bad. God, he's got a great pounce. I didn't realize he could go that far. Alright. Wow. He moves really fast if you're pouncing. Anyway, I'm going to get right over here, do the claws, and now I'm going to hold Y. Looks like at 45 it happens so fast, it's really kind of hard for me to tell. That's what it looks like. I mean, it's really fast. You pretty much miss it. I do think that's a 45 on it, so that's pretty interesting. What to do now? We're gonna check this. Still hadn't run out of frames. Again, I'm just kind of torn, honestly, on if I want to divide this up 4 ways, 2 ways, 3 ways. I guess for the time being, we'll just go ahead and fully upgrade this guy. So, gonna come in now. The top is complete. There's nothing else we can do here. Again, I took the bottom path, which is Trap Trickster. And again, there's the bandana and Shadow Striker. So, let's back out of there, come into the bottom. First thing we're going to get is Prowl. This should be pretty cool. Hold A to prowl for a short time, causing any enemy touched to be damaged. It's going to set us back 192. We'll pick that up. We might. I don't know if we can get the second. Okay, health is increased. Let's back out right now. I'm curious about that. Frino's got the same thing going on. So, Prowl is press 8. No. Hold. Okay, so coming over. Got the kick 35. Now if we hold it. Okay, so it's a timed deal. Let me start over here. I got about 6 seconds. That's probably inaccurate, but something, 5 to 7 I feel confident with. Looks like all it does is about 15 damage, but it is kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if you can take hits or if you're invincible while that goes down, but we'll kind of monitor that. Still seem okay on the frame, so I'm going to come in here, take a look here though. He's at level 5. I actually took him through Hungry Gobble Pods or whatever it is. Hence the increase there, but he was at 378. So we're going to come in to the bottom. We're going to pick up 9 lives for 512. Health is increased, so let's see what happens. I'll just go ahead and pick this up too. Out of the shadows, hold A to prowl for a short time. Coming out of prowl causes a large explosion that damages nearby enemies. That's going to run 640. Let's pick that up. Then again, you get to the point you have to pick a path. If you don't know, back out. You will get locked in. Your choices up top, you've got Shadow Combat. It's going to improve the magical power of your shadow kicks. And down below you've got Prowler, improves stealth and trapping techniques to control enemies. I think what goes better with Trap Trickster is Prowler. The other, Shadow Combat and Feral Instincts are going to be like your straight up, you know, typical things. So I'm going to actually take Prowler here and see what that does. So we won't buy anything, we're just going to select it. What we want to do, we're going to check out of the Shadows, which is going to release an explosion, and then 9 lives. We were at 378. Let's see what happens here when we back out. 443. That's kind of crazy. So it does increase the health. I'd assume, you know, it's going to go up. What if we were at 378? Plus 60 would be 438. So is it plus 65 maybe? It's 350 in the morning. So bear with me there. It did increase the health though, so kind of interesting. I guess Frino will be the same way. Other thing we did, we want to enter this. I'm just going to run it out and see what happens. Okay. Let me kind of just stand here. Those numbers are really hard to see, but I feel like it was a 45. Yeah, pretty sure. Alright, so you can kind of, you know, run, get your 15, then an instant 45 if you're so inclined. Let's come in now and we're going to actually explore the Prowler path a little bit more. So we'll hop in the power pod. Come into the bottom. Alright, Shade Steps. Hold A to prowl. Moving while prowling leaves behind a magical paw prints and damage enemies that touch them. That's 960. Might have to have the enemies to at least fully appreciate this. Okay, can't buy that one just yet, so let's check this out. Again, he moves super fast if you pounce. So, that said, we're going to go ahead, come in here, I'm going to enter Prowl. Looks like the steps are going to do like 6, 9, maybe 15. I bet it's 6 and 9. I bet the 15 is more than so, that's a little disappointing, given that the whole bottom path for this one revolves around that. So hopefully this increase that we're going to buy is a significant one. That said, last tier that we can pick up for Prowler path is Bumps in the Night. Shade Steps do increase damage. Let's check that out. Let's wait on that just in case it does something weird. So 6 to 9 was all we got out of that. The Shade Steps. Let's see what happens now. 8 to 12. So, blow me over. That's not that impressive. It's cool. I mean, you've got to admit it's cool, but it's one of those deals. Just, I don't know. I think the kick would probably have been better. Anyway, and the thing is here, the Soul Gem is going to be applicable to either path. So, Living Shadow. Hold A to prowl and become invisible. Who needs shadows to hide in? Just become one. So let's buy that. He is now officially fully upgraded. Let me check these frames here. Still looking good. So that's good news. Back out of here, back out of there. I'm kind of wondering if the basic path isn't better. You know, upgrade the claws, upgrade the kicks. Now the traps, kind of cool. This Prowler thing is kind of disappointing to me. Again, that's just initial impressions anyway, so let's check this out. Okay, so he's invisible. Okay, I'm guessing that now, like at this point in time, I'm assuming we couldn't take damage. I could be wrong, we'll have to investigate that, but whew, I don't know. I mean, I tell you what I am impressed with is that, you know, his pouncing ability right at the get-go, and then up close now, dealing a little bit more damage, but it's just the rapid-fire nature of that. The trap is actually pretty cool. That's the tertiary attack. I took it. Tricky Trap Trickster. I think Trap Trickster is correct. And then paired that with Prowler Path here, so I don't know. I'm thinking Shadow Combat would probably work for me a little bit better. Just I'm not a huge fan of the way Prowler pans out. There's kind of like a slowdown on the time to do it. And the thing is, the going invisible if you don't take damage is awesome, but what's sad is that's the soul gem, so it would work with the kick path, you know, and then I'm not so sure that wouldn't be the better way to do him. Sadly, I do not have a second Trap Shadow just yet. I hope to land one tonight, and from there we can kind of take it. I do kind of like him without the bandana better. I almost wish the bandana was just whenever we did, you know, basically rapid and then hold that dash there. I wish maybe just popped up, you'd barely notice it. But just kind of takes away from the saber teeth, you know, if you will. That was kind of a big deal for me. So that said, I'm going to check this once again. Still seem to be doing okay frame rate wise, so that's pretty much it. We've highlighted Trap Shadow here. He's fully upgraded from box stock. Top side, we took him down Trap Trickster. Bottom end, we took him down Prowler path. Trap Trickster's pretty cool. Prowler, I'm a little disappointed in. I kind of had higher hopes for that. But we'll have to see how Feral Instincts and Shadow Combat do. Then we can kind of make our ultimate summation there. And ultimately, you can pick out whatever you think is the coolest, is going to help you out the most, or just does the most damage in some cases. That said, it is 3:59 a.m. I'm very tempted. I'm not really tired anymore. I think I'm going to throw Freeze Blade on, fully upgrade him. All of his stuff looked really good to me, so kind of excited to do that. But that said, I'll end this here. Again, Freeze Blade's coming up next, and I'm still searching for feedback on how you want these Swap Force upgrades done. Tons of options. I've got a poll on the blog. Check it out. Find the corresponding post to explain it, or just in the comments here, let me know what you prefer. Again, I can kind of do it tons of different ways, so right now I'm having to wing it, and my apologies there, but either way, I'm gonna have tons of detail, all the damage numbers here for you, so it'll help you out. It's just I'm trying to stage the videos in an appropriate manner that I think the majority of people would like. So that said, I'll quit rambling. I'm going to get Freeze Blade on this portal and have some fun with that. So thanks for watching. Check out the blog, oneofwisdom.com. The link above, it's going to have all this outlined for you in text, which saves you a ton of time if you don't want to watch the video. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here when we upgrade Freeze Blade.